up on today's Blue Peter, find out what happened when Razi and I went head-to-head in an epic rowing race.
Want to find out how to talk to one of these little fellas?
We're going to be showing you how a little later. Also catching up with the hottest band for 2014, Brixton.
It's all coming up on today's Blue Peter. Peter, now today we've got a great show. We've got something for everyone. There's sport, there's music, brilliant artwork, and we've got some super cute animals in the studio.
And talking about animals, zoologist Lucy Cooke from the BBC One news series Talk to the Animals is here with meerkats.
I can talk to the animals.
Can you?
Did it earlier. I saw the meerkats in the dressing room. Yeah, I was like, all right, boys, put the kettle on, make me a brew.
No, Barnes, that's not what it's about. Lucy's here to talk to us about the world of animal communication. It doesn't mean that you talk to the...
What, you mean they're not making me a brew?
That's not happening.
Get my agent on the phone.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
So Barney can't talk to the animals, but if you could, we want to know what you would ask them.
I think I'd talk to Iggy if I could talk to an animal, and I'd ask her what she dreams about when she sleeps, because when she sleeps she does this little cute twitch thing. It's very adorable. And she's back next week.
Exactly, that was going to be my question. I think if I could talk to any animal, I'd ask a silverback gorilla, how did they get so big just eating bananas? Where's the protein?
That's a good question.
I'd ask a meerkat where my cappuccino is.
Oh, go away. Now, we are live and we want to hear from you. Head to the website bbc.co.uk/Blue Peter. Tell us what animal you talk to and what you ask them. We want to know. Now, though, time for one of life's greatest mysteries. One of those things you've always wanted to know the answer to.
Why do you always take 2 hours in makeup?
That's not the question. Good one, Razi. Thanks for saving that till the live. It's actually, can we talk to animals? And there's a brand new series on BBC One. It started last night, and it's trying to answer that exact question. Take a look.
All across the world, animals are talking to each other in extraordinary ways.
Ever since I was little, I've wanted to become a real-life Dr. Dolittle and talk to the animals. I think it's something we all secretly love.
You're all nodding at your TV screens, aren't you? Of course you want to be able to talk to the animals, especially cute little guys like this guy. This is Razi. He's a meerkat. Isn't it weird that he's called Razi? He's also the most hyperactive out of the bunch. But more about that in a bit, because this brand new series about talking to animals is hosted by a lovely person who sat right next to me. Lucy, you are the real-life Dr. Dolittle.
I am. Do you want to know what these meerkats are saying to each other?
I'd love to. They're making a lot of noise, aren't they?
Well, they're incredibly chatty creatures, meerkats. It's hard to shut them up because they like to keep in touch the whole time, gossiping about what they're doing to keep in contact with one another. He's having a good old forage, quite silently there, actually.
Yeah. It's like a little adventure, isn't it? Look at him go.
There's about 20 different calls that they make to say that they're foraging or that they want feeding. And one of the most important ones they do is an alarm call when they spot a predator.
Sure. Now, is it much like a language that we would use? I mean, ours is quite complex and complicated. It's made of lots of different sounds and ups and downs and different words. Is theirs as complicated? No, it's not as complicated, but it's a lot more complicated than you'd think. I mean, with their alarm calls, they've got different alarm calls for different predators. So the meerkat that's on guard will say to the other meerkats whether it's a predator that's coming from the sky, if it's a hawk, or if it's coming from the land, and how urgent that threat is, how close it is. So, you know, it's a lot more sophisticated than you'd think. And it's a language that's picked up by other animals that live in the same environment. We have some footage here of a drongo. Yeah. Tell us about the drongo. It's an incredible thing they've got. Well, I mean, it's an information superhighway, the Kalahari. All the animals are listening into each other and can speak each other's languages, and they recognise the alarm calls. And the drongo knows that, and it can mimic the alarm calls of the meerkat amongst other animals. And it does that, you know, in a benevolent way to let them know when there's danger, but it also does it to steal its food, to steal their food. It's very cheeky, isn't it? Yeah, it's very cheeky. For such a small little bird as well. When you hear the word drongo, you think of a big thing that just walks around, but the drongo is that tiny black bird. Yeah, it's very small but very clever bird. It can mimic up to 30 different calls. Well, while we're talking about mimicking, I think it's only right that we have a go at it as well. OK, let's join in. We can do a drongo. So, we can do a drongo noise. No, I can't do a drongo, so we can be like drongos and mimic, yeah. OK, let's go to steal someone's food by using a noise. So what noises have you learned? I could just watch this. I could watch this for hours, just a meerkat attacking what he probably thinks is a mouse or a rodent. It's just a bit of... it's brilliant. He probably thinks it's a scorpion and it's worth eating. Do you want to know hippo? Do you fancy learning hippo? Let's do hippo. Why not? OK, so hippo's a bit like an evil Father Christmas. It's a kind of like a... OK. A bit like that. Well, if any hippos are listening, let's see if this has a reaction. You ready? Any hippos?
They should bob their heads out of the water. Look, there they go. There they are. They're bobbing their heads out of the water.
As if by magic. What have I just said there? Hello.
You just said hello, this is my patch, and they're sticking their heads up saying hello, this is my patch.
Hello, hippos.
Yeah.
What else can you do? Because this is more of a oh hello, isn't it?
I can do a romantic lady sloth looking for love.
Go on then.
Okay, she goes. Sorry about this, Neo. She goes. Wee! Wee! It's got to be D sharp. It's got to be D sharp. Okay. Otherwise, the males they won't respond.
Beautiful, thank you. Well, there's no male sloths on the way over. If there are,
very
it's going to take
slowly
them 4
over
hours
there.
anyway. Lucy, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us. I'm going to use that technique all the way.
Of course.
To attract. No, I'm not.
No.
So the next episode we can see tonight.
Yes, tonight, 8 o'clock, BBC One. Lots of fantastic animal communication stories. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, we have our own language here at Blue Peter. Razi and Lindsay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. It's just rubbish. Here they are.